Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to Sonic Crew. Welcome back to Sonic Crew 128. Jesus, I'm a little prepared. Hang on, let me switch the camera. There we go. Hello everybody, and welcome to another critique stream. So yeah, last time, some of you don't remember, I went over some of my MLP and IRLs that I did on the channel. Just kind of talked about like what could I have done differently, and but what improvements I could do upon it and whatnot. Today is going to be kind of like the same thing, except this time we're going to be going over my college work that I have done in the film community here in North Carolina. So most of these are going to be like, there's like a couple of them I'm going to go over, like some of them are like probably like 3D files, and then some are video projects and all that other good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it here. Okay, so a lot of this here is most of my stuff that I could find. So the thing is, I don't know where to start at. Here, let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I can't remember what backup is. Yeah, I want to make sure that some of these aren't what I think they are. Okay, it's not this one. It's not this folder. No, not that one. Jesus. Sorry. Old files, is this right? Yeah, I'm just like perusing for these files real quickly before I share them, because I want to just make sure that these aren't, because like there's some stuff I really don't want to show. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're good. Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's get back to this. Okay, so let's go into 2D animation 1. This is like one of the first like courses like where we basically kind of learn about 2D animation. Not like, traditional animation, not like hand-drawn animation on that. I mean, we kind of learned a little bit on it, but that wasn't mainly the goal for like the class. It was more about like using After Effects to do some animations in. So let's see here. So yeah, this one, if I remember, is, let's pop this up and have a look. So basically, I think what the goal for this project is was kind of like learn some of the principles of animation. About like following through and all of that other good stuff. I can't remember them on the top of my head. But so yeah, basically this is like just some After Effects like little animation that I wanted to do, and also like I think what he wanted us to do was do color theory or something like that. So like learn a little bit about like using colors like monochrome or what's the word? Well, anyways, kind of like trying to touch base on the color theories and stuff like that. Again, nothing really to go by here. Like, I mean, again, this is just to understand like how animation works in After Effects, basically. Let's see. Yeah, basically he said we can just use whatever. Just grab a bunch of like images online and then just use that to do whatever you wanted to do for your animation. Yeah, and a lot of these I have some I still have the files for After Effects and whatnot. Kind of curious. Can I open? Let's see what happens if I open it up in After Effects and see if it'll boot up. I think it may ask me to go find the files or something like that, but let's find out. Oh, I take a time because this was like back in like if I remember, I think this was 2017. I think that was my first year going into college. And again, it's a 2-year degree, so yeah, that's why I figured it's an old file. Let's see here. If After Effects will load. Project is, yeah, I get you. Don't know why it's not letting me view the thing. I guess After Effects is being worn up with lots of computers. Yeah. Okay, yeah, for some reason it's being a little buggy. Here, I'll open up a different project, and I'm not gonna worry about this one. Something's going on with After Effects or something like that. Okay, let's see what's next. Freeform. Or which one was the? Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to pull this up. Okay, I think I know what. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so I think what he wanted us to do was do some kind of like I think he wanted us to like one of the projects that I think we wanted to do for Into the Animation was to do maybe some kind of cinematic intro of some kind of TV show or something like that. And like we could have done whatever we wanted. Like some people, like one person, like I remember wanted to recreate the Stranger Things intro thingy. What I choose is to create sort of an original intro animation for, like, if Sonic Forces was like in like some kind of TV show or something like that. So basically, here, let's have a look at this. And I think for this one, I'm gonna turn my webcam off. So let's see here. So yeah, that was kind of basically it. Like again, it's just like sort of like more, kind of a little bit more of like advanced compositing and like some typography and all that such like that. I mean, I wouldn't say really typography or something like that, but yeah, I don't know. Like I was just kind of like just thinking of some simple intro or something like that. Like especially like doing like a silhouette with just the eyes, like they're shown in color and whatnot. And yeah, I like went in and I like looked up like a bunch of like people who like worked on Sonic Forces and like that, and I was just like put their name in and say like, oh yeah, these are like the writers for Sonic Forces, composer, voice actors, and all that shit. So all that such. And of course, you know, for stuff like that, and then produced by Sho Nakamura, Takashi Iizuka, and all that such. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was just, again, it's just like another practice, like sort of like project thing to do. So, I mean, I really have no much critiques on this one, and all that. What? Okay, let's see here. All right, vector intros. Oh yeah, I think this was like this was more of a motion graphic type like project. So basically, like we had to create like 3 different logo stuff for some kind of company or something like that, like fake companies, not like real companies, like make something original out of it or something like that. Let's see here, like this one, there's just another, just like another, like I think like I wanted what this idea, what I came behind and what it was. It's oh, shoot. It's kind of like ArtStation. No, this is not pre-recorded white browser. I just didn't know what Yetzi's is, so that's why I didn't answer. Where basically Creative World was basically, it's kind of like a ArtStation, but you know, for like films and whatnot. It's just something just to make up for what this graphic thing is. Next one is called Cyborg Productions. It's sort of like another like just a made up like film company thing. Or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty simple stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing much about it. Project Paradise, like some kind of like what's the word? Environmental like non-profit organization or something like that, you know, saving the trees or something like that. I don't know, it's just something. Yeah, that's pretty much it from those logos. What's freeform? That's what I think it is. Hang on 1 sec. I'm gonna go back here real quick. Let's see. Hello, Brandon Taylor, and a lot of other people. Cartoon Z and all that such. Yes, I have like I have a million lens flares inside in my project stuff. All right, I'm trying to my stupid like little well, there goes my lighting. Stupid little things like blocking my lights. Here we go. I mean, you probably really don't need it. I think I'm gonna skip this one. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. I mean, that one, the one I'm just looking at right now is the freeform project, which was really just nothing. And it's some dumb. I don't know. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember what these are. I think if I remember... Oh, the gift thing. Yeah, that's right. Here, let's see. Does this... I wonder if this works. Oh, it does! Nice. Oh yeah, so basically the goal of this project was to create a, like, three separate GIFs that kind of, like, combine together to make it into a loop or something like that. And we had to like learn a bunch of like did my phone just go off? No, it didn't. It was basically like we wanted to get into like more web design stuff because we were gonna learn more about that on like one of the last courses for the program, which is basically like you learn and make your own portfolio website or something like that. And basically this was sort of an introduction to doing some web design stuff and like how to implement like images and make it like a little web layout design. In order to that, also make like a GIF animation. And what he wanted us to do was make 3 GIFs that sort of like are combined together. And so that's kind of what I did here. So this over here is this like little tube thing that's shooting out all the flowers and whatnot. That's one GIF. The middle of here where he's like baking the pizza, and then over here is like basically where it puts it in the box. So again, it's 3 separate GIFs and it's combined together to make it look like it's like one big image or something like that. Okay, next, let's see here. Infograph. Okay, let's see if I remember what this was. Infographic final. I don't remember seeing this in a while, so I think like what the goal was is let's do another like infographic kind of like animation thing, you know, kind of like what you would see on like some like internet website or something like that. It's like giving you all this information about blah blah blah. That's basically what this was. Yeah, again, nothing really much to go by on this one. It's just another more learning about like motion graphics and After Effects and whatnot. Stop frame. What's this one? Let's see. I think I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, yeah, this one. Yeah, I'll show this one. So this one it's like another typograph video, kind of like, you know, what you would watch on like a music video or something like that, and words pop up. It's basically kind of like that, except like instead like it's what's the word, or whatever it is. But basically he wanted us to like pick some kind of like audio dialogue, something like that, and turn it into like a typograph, something like that. And I was like trying to come up with ones, and I kind of remember like the speech I heard and like bending in the ink machine, and I turned that into a typograph. So yeah, let's get that to watch. So here we go.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how I got started. Just a pencil and a dream. I believe there's something special in all of us. With true inner strength, you can conquer even your biggest challenges. You just have to believe in yourself and remain honest, motivated, and above all, who you really are. Belief can make you succeed. Belief can make you rich. Belief can make you powerful. Why, with enough belief, you can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful and positively silly thought.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, it's basically just like a typograph, just picks like some kind of audio dialogue and then just like do some like text animation to go along with the dialogue. And all basically all that such. Yeah, that's pretty much it to the typograph. I probably wouldn't go anything like. Again, these are like just like little simple projects just to give you help practice in animation, and then sort of like to help you prepare for the upcoming implementation project, which we're about to talk about pretty soon. Okay, well, moving on from 2D animation, we're gonna go into 3D animation. So mostly the goal of this class was to basically sort of like just to help you get into like give you an introduction into like some animation in Blender or whatnot. Now if I remember before I came into the program, they were using Maya in the past, but then Blender started becoming this big thing, and so now they decided to move on to Blender. And so a lot of things were new to like some of the teachers when I was in there. But I don't know, again. So yeah, basically we kind of like learned a little bit about keyframing, posing like that. So and yeah, this guy, if I remember right, I think like one of the teachers that we were being taught by worked with a couple of buddies who like worked on some of the actual some like real legit movies, like what's that movie's name that it's from this guy? Well, anyways, Hotel Transylvania, I think that's what it's called. This is like one of like the it's some character in the movie or something like that, and like the guy got a hold of this model or something like that, and he let us use it, and just like to practice some animation. So I did a couple things. I did an attack. Let's see here. Jump. I think. Let's boot it up. Allow execution. I don't know if it's gonna. Okay, let's see here. Let's see it. Yeah, just again, this is just practice animation in Blender, so it's not really gonna be that much. Because again, this is like sort of introduction almost to 3D animation, basically. Let's see. This is a run. Let's see what this is like. I don't know why you're like this, but allow. Okay. Let's see. Here, I'm going to disable all this. Let's see, yeah. I think I think, according to this, I think I have two different versions. Yeah, there's a version 2 here. Let's see. Where it feels a little more better. Yeah, definitely. So yep, that's pretty much that. I don't know what that one is, but we're gonna skip it. Classwork. And along with like 3D animation, I think what we had to do was basically there's like some assignments the teacher would give us to like do some modeling projects to help like help us a little bit more learning about like building models in Blender. Let's say like I did a couple practices like making this barrel and such like that. Let's save. Let's see. Box test. I wonder what this is. I don't remember what I did with this one. I think I was just building a simple box in Blender or something like that. Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, did some kind of like knockoff rip-off of a PS4 model or something like that. Like, there's not much detail with it. It's just like getting the basic design of like the original PS4 or something like that. Sody can UV. I think this is where I was messing around with like some I think I was trying to like mess with some UV things, but I think the textures are missing or something like that. I can't remember. Table tests. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was like another like test to do, like especially like more learning on the materials things and whatnot, and making like UV maps and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Final, no, not that one. That's the last one that I did for this class course. Animation test. I don't know what this is. Yes, this one. Okay, I think he wanted us to learn about like actual physical props things, like using like something heavy, using something that's sort of like a ball bounce or something like that, and something that's like a feather. And he wanted us to practice like how we would key animate that instead of like using like physics based stuff like that. So yeah, this is like, that's the brick and that's the leaf here. Yeah, I think if I have a camera work enabled for this, so again, it's just simple practice stuff. Again, just learn some keyframe animation and Blender and whatnot. Let's see here. Don't save. Okay. Next, let's see what this is. Yes, this one. This was like a more of a complicated like modeling thing. I'm gonna tell you, I had my camera on the entire time and I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry about that. So this was like this was a project that we wanted like to pick like a really complicated model to build, like get a reference picture of and rebuild it in Blender. So I chose this one. Yeah, this is the original source of what I found here. So yeah, I wanted to take that, and if I remember, actually no, because I thought for some reason, I had reference pictures of like every single angle of like the actual model, like a blueprint of the whole thing, and that's what I kind of used to build this model. Let's see here. Let's see. Hello, Maddie. Just so why are you angry? I guess. Let's see here. Let's see if I remember right. Yeah. No, it's this one. Yeah. And I kind of like attached the things so I could like move the objects in and out of the cabinet or whatnot. It's got the textures, I think. I don't know if I have to reload it. Oh no, I don't. Okay, cool. So yeah, this whole thing has also been textured too. Playing FNAF 3. Well, good luck to you on that. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, I've also went through and textured the whole thing. And all that such. Let's see here. And I also did some render tests. Like actual, like doing the cycles rendering and rendering out. And like putting this in another, like some room environment or something like that. The only thing that I would say about this one is like the little drawer thing that's right here, because according to the original picture, it's like a thing that you pull up and slide all the way until it's like reaches the top. But for this one, I think if I remember, I think that's a normal map texture or something like that. Because like I didn't know how I would go about modeling that, and such whatnot. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. More work days and whatnot. Nah. Okay, I guess we'll go over this one. So this one was, the teacher requested us to like make some kind of product and like build it and make an animation of it in Blender. And I went to do like a little soda cup, and I went in and like made some custom textures, like this one here. I made like some kind of biohazard energy drink or something like that. It wasn't really inspired by anything, but I was just like, yeah, I guess it's good enough, I guess. And I just like grabbed some kind of like nutrition facts or whatnot from some soda can like energy drink like thing, and just like pasted on there. And did a little then and basically the animation thing was basically I rolled the can basically and hit it against uh the other like standing up can here. And like I'll also add some like liquid particles to it, like basically using the particle system in Blender and like 3D model like a little droplet, and then basically the particle system will just basically cover like the entire surface area of the can to kind of make it look kind of like that wet feel when it's so cold, you know. Basically, that was basically it for that. Final one was I think it was more of a freebie project or something like that. I can't remember specifically, but what I did for this one is I made some kind of like pancake model, and I'm created like a little animation thing for it. So, and also did like it. So that liquid thing, right? The liquid syrup there, that was like hand modeled, because like I think back before like 2.8 of Blender, liquid stuff was like very hard to do, and it just always didn't come out so good. So I just kind of like hand modeled some of the liquid drippings of the syrup, and all that such, and also sort of hand painted some of the I like grabbed some like pancake textures online or something like that, and also kind of like brushed the outside edges of the pancakes, you know, I guess kind of like what it looks like. There's like the actual texture picture of that, and I think the gray, well, that's an HDR, pancake bump. Oh yeah, so this is like a bump map to try to like introduce crevices into the actual pancake model, but I don't think it didn't really work well. I mean, it's kind of hard to see really, but well, here's the actual Blender file here, so let's go in and have a look at it. So yeah, Happy Day model, I also animated that inside of Blender. Like I took a vector image, and then because you could take SVG pictures and use that information to bring into Blender and such like that. That's kind of what I did for this. So yeah, I want to kind of curious. Can we see the? Oh no, it's high res. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I hand modeled the syrup, and then like make a low poly version of it, and then use like the subdivision surface and whatnot to like give it a high definition feel, and then added some kind of like bump texture resolution to it, so it's not like perfectly smooth or something like that. I mean, it didn't come out working well, but I don't know. For like what I did back then, I mean, it was pretty good. I would change the textures of the pancake because I just don't like how the way the outer edge looks. Like I don't know, like that's the one thing I would fix about, and definitely like fix up the liquid a little bit. I don't know, it looks too smooth or something like that. Like I don't know. I know I would do something different with it, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay. Let's see here. I know this one. Now this one was something I wanted to do as an experiment. So a little background. This model right here that I have of Sonic, this is by a guy named the Blue Blur, who took the Sonic Forces model and made like a rig inside of Maya, and I kind of used that to do some animation practice inside of Maya. I couldn't do it in Blender because he didn't work with Blender or something like that. But basically I went in and did like a little test animation of, I don't know, Sonic landing or something like that. It was just pretty simple work and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to recreate that in Blender because now I'm working. I do have like a work in progress like Sonic model that I have on the side. I just need to rig it up pretty good, but I don't know. I'll touch that at some point. Let's see here. So now we're gonna go on to 3D animation 2. God damn, it's only been 30 minutes. So we're kind of peruse through some of these stuff. I think in this course we kind of basically learned a lot more about physics-based stuff in Blender. So we did a bunch of tests, messing around with the physics engine and whatnot. Wrecking Ball. Did I do this one actually? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So it's kind of like the chains and and like the little ball joint there is all physics based and whatnot. Oh, Hunter Curtis. Hey, how's it going, dude? That's an old dude that I remember working with on a project that I will get to eventually. In the stream here. No, Bixby, shut up. Sorry, that was my phone going off. So here we go. Oh yeah, that's all my backup files and whatnot. That's the wrong folder. Actually, I wasn't even finished talking about this stuff. What's next? Composite, no. That's the final one, so I'll save that for later. And if I also remember, these two folders here, right here, I think we were getting around to learn more about real-time rendering stuff, and basically our teacher wanted us to mess with Unreal Engine, which honestly I mean, it was alright, but I mean, it was kind of hard to understand. It's like going into a whole different setup and learning about how to connect these materials and whatnot. It was a bit frustrating to understand, but I somehow managed to do it. I think this one was done in Unreal Engine, if I remember. So just did like a little camera work here. Let's see. Yeah, basically Speedy Productions. I don't know. Just came up with some kind of logo at the bat. Like here's the actual little graphic model I made for it. And this one, if I remember, did a little editing in well, the stupid thing will go. Here, let's see here. Well, Google Media Player is not responding for some reason. Well, rip. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Now it's open. So yeah, I don't know. So this one right here, this one was done in Cycles. Speed Productions, and then it's there. Oh yeah, all that such. That's pretty much it to talk about on that one. Living room. Okay, so now this one was the actual one where we really messed with the Unreal Engine, and basically he wanted us to recreate a an indoor scene and render out like a camera animation in real time and such like that. So this was the result. So basically I didn't really so he wanted us to like make like 1 or 2 models to actually make. I'm trying to remember what I modeled. I think I modeled this table here. Let's see here. This cabinet thing right here, that I modeled. And a lot of the other stuff was basically like already assets that we had access to. I think already inside of Unreal Engine or something like that. But yeah, again, this is just another like just to do some real-time rendering and whatnot. So, and that's pretty much it for that. Okay, now this one was actually pretty cool. Because this one was a compositing project that I was counting as our final. And basically he wanted us to use Blender and like take a 3D model and composite it onto some kind of image. Now most people, they just did like simple images, basically. Like basically just take one image. Like you don't have to do animation or anything like that. You just basically had to make it look like the 3D object that you're putting into the image, make it look like it's actually there. Well, I was the one who took it a step farther, and I introduced actual camera movement and moving around. So yeah, this one I just did some kind of simple domino run, and then have like the little Pixar ball there run down the wall, and then knock over the tower of like cards there. And yeah, I mean, I think this was a lot of fun to do. I mean, what's it like? I mean, it's not like super mind blowing. Like I wish like I could like tweak a little bit of the physics and some of the rendering, and some of the models could use a little work here. Like, I don't know. I think I grabbed some kind of book somewhere online or something like that just to use. But anyways. But yeah. So yeah. All of that is 3D rendered, by the way, just in case you're curious. So yeah, do I have? Yeah, I do. Here, let's see if After Effects will work with us this time. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, one file's missing. Okay, I don't think After Effects is being a butthole. Because I can't see shit. Oh, there we go. Yes, okay, it's here. Sweet. Okay, so if we go into here, and I can... Oh man, there's a lot of elements in here. And some of this is blocking in my way of the view. So looking at so this is the original image here. So what I did is I placed like some tracking dots on the table here. One in the corners, one here, one here, one here. Basically like that. Now let's see here. Oh yeah, okay, so that's what those are for. Like these like little images here or something like that, they're used to like get rid of like the dots in the middle. So like here, as you can see, if I turn this off, the dots are there. But then I like make some like red mask of like the same carpet and use like basically like the clone tool or something like that. And just like pasted it over there. And whatnot to get rid of all those tracking markers and whatnot. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Not sure what that one was for some reason. It looks like I added some kind of fake ambient some. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So like you see, there's like a. If I pop that in there, there's like some kind of shadow thing or something like that. I don't know why I added that in there. I don't know. Just see if I could blend it in a little bit or something like that. And then same goes for this shot here. So yeah, just the ball rolling down like that. Let's see, there's the original table there. Well, actually, no, this is the original table here. Yeah, with the tracking dots there, whatnot. And I couldn't remember if I think I tracked this in Blender because I don't know because yeah, I did track it in Blender because I mean at the time, there's no way to like camera track any data in like After Effects or whatnot and bring it into Blender. I actually do have a plugin now that actually does that, so that gives me a little advantage if I need to do some stuff like very quickly, like do a camera track in After Effects and bring it into Blender. So I have that plugin now, so that'll like ease some like tracking stuff for me. Yeah, but I had to take this in Blender, and the one complicated thing about Blender tracking is that you have to have like at least 8 good tracking points in order for a camera to be solved. So I had to like plan out the shots. Some like when I'm doing VFX in Blender, I definitely gonna have to plan out some shots where I'm able to like get at least good enough tracking data in order for to get a good track in Blender. And sometimes that could be stressful depending on the type of shot. And there is one project that somebody in chat said that features something very complicated, a very complicated VFX shot, which was pretty good, and I was actually kind of proud that I did it. But I mean, again, it could be tweaked a little bit on some stuff, but we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, so that's enough of the composite animation thing. I'm gonna skip that. Well, I guess I'll go over this briefly. So this is one of the first like little film things I've done. This was for camera and lighting class, basically learning the basics of the camera, you know, script writing and all that such. And this project right here was sort of a combination because I was taking both classes at the same time, and if you're both in the same class, then what the teacher wanted to do was basically make a script in the script writing class and use that script to learn what all you've done about the camera and lighting and whatnot, and you know, just make a little short film about it. I will say that most of the other classes ones, while some of them were nice or like just I don't know, it was kind of good. There were like at least like one I remember that just didn't really go well on the shoot because like the people that they chose, like they were not good at remembering their lines, and I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, just go over like what this plot is basically because I'm gonna skip this because honestly it's not really that good of a film. Basically interrogation is basically about just some guy who's appeared at an interrogation room with these two guys who are police officers. And these two guys they're really good friends that I've worked with before in the film community. So
okay, but look, I promise I didn't. So the first question.
Well, anyways, basically, I mean, it's gonna be okay. So basically, I did leave a link in my channel description. Basically, goes to my channel portfolio, and this film's on there actually. So if you want to watch the whole thing, you know, just go down there and go find interrogation and all that such. Hello, Spider Link, welcome. But basically, plot is this guy was is being framed of murder for some guy that he killed, which well, basically at the end here, basically the end of here is basically it's revealed that the guy was a girlfriend, or God, it was a boyfriend of a girl that that she cheated on him with another guy, and basically he went and killed him. Let's see if I'm trying to remember.
Anybody.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I did a little compositing trick here. Basically, the CT cam footage here. So yeah, basically this guy went into the park and shot the guy in the back. Yeah, it was not like best thing. Like I didn't add even blood or anything like that to the guy. I did add a muzzle flash, but it wasn't the best looking muzzle flash. But oh well. So yeah, basically he shot him and whatnot. And I don't know, these guys, and this guy is it's kind of like a good cop, bad cop like scenario. Where basically this guy is the bad cop, and my friend Phil plays the good cop. And it gets like to the point where he's like, this, all that such. I don't know. Again, the writing and direction, like, nah, not really my best work, but it's what it is. But anyways, basically the guy comes out telling the truth finally, and then they just take him off to jail and whatnot. Again, it was all set up in just one room. Like we couldn't do we couldn't go to multiple locations. We had to do it in some studio setting. So I kind of had to work around with that. Okay. Decompositing, green screen. Okay, I guess I can talk about some of this stuff. Okay, so basically this one was, I think it was like another like, compositing, like, I think it was in the compositing class or something like that. Basically, you know, learning about camera tracking and implementing stuff. No, it wasn't, Jam. Shut up. Anyways, doing camera work track. So basically, I mean, it looks like it's part of the thing, but it's actually not. Do I have the files available? I think I do. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at it. Let's see here. Open up After Effects. Yada yada yada. Let's see here. Open a bunch of missing files on that one, so I can't do that one. Okay, I think I can do this one. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this is the original footage. I just like took my phone with just like a white background, and I just tracked the corners here, and then add like some kind of footage on top of it, and I just chose like chose them as I don't know, just chose some kind of clip just to put on top of the phone or something like that. So yeah, this is like before, you know, and this is after. And I could just put anything really on it. So like, I don't know, but you get the idea. Now for this other one that you see here that the files are missing, which I think I do still have them, but it's messed up for some reason. But I did like a 1 point kind of like tracking thing, and did like an Iron Man HUD or something like that. Basically, I think what I remember is tracked my nose and like basically kind of follow through or whatever or whatnot, and then attached that or did some kind of like expression or something in After Effects, or basically it's attached to like this center point here, and then whatever my movement is or something like that, it kind of like acts like some kind of like rotation thing or something like that. And it kind of like gives that effect of like my head's been fully tracked or something like that in a 3D space or something like that. And that's kind of what I did for this HUD thing. Again, very simple stuff. Let's see, green screen. Let's see, is that what I think it is? Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this one real quick. Well, Media's players is being a bitch right now. God damn it. Come on, there we go. And I'll just go ahead and close that shit. Yep, I know. Whatever. Okay. So yeah. All that that portal gun right here on my arm is CG. And yeah, because this was for a testing for an upcoming project that I did as Implementation 2. And let's see here. I can go and like look at the original file, what I did here. Let's see, I think this is it. Okay, so basically I made some kind of rig system on my arm because it I don't know, because I had to get enough tracking points in order for like the whole model to actually be able to trackable on my arm. So like I created like this thing where basically I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, at least enough dots in order to get a good track on the thing. So, and that sort of slightly worked. What I ultimately did in an upcoming project, well, actually, you know what, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it till we get to that project. Okay, now we're gonna get into some big beefy stuff, and these are the real good stuff. And I'm gonna save my camera for this because I'm gonna show you guys the whole project on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and disable my camera. So what you're about to see is one of my implementation projects, which is basically one of like the final things. Like basically, take everything that you learned from the program and apply it and make it into like some kind of like film project or some kind of video idea or something like that. And I wanted to do a film and something like that. So we are going to do, and I decided to do this film, which is called Survive Together. Brief synopsis is a brother and sister are surviving in this apocalyptic world run by AI tech robots or stuff like that. And basically they're on their way to like find like a safe home to be safe, you know, from the tech whatnot. So I think I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Okay, I shouldn't mute myself right now. And you guys enjoy the film, and I'll be back and I'll talk a lot about it because there's a lot to discuss. So hope you enjoy.
Please! No!
I think it's clear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, looks like we only have a couple miles left. Hopefully we can get there before they find us.
I hope so.
How's our supplies looking?
Let me check. We don't have much. There's a chance maybe one day.
Damn, we're gonna have to make a pit stop. Alright, let's see what's nearby. Alright, there's 2 outposts to choose from, but one is considerably further away from our destination than the other.
Which one should we go to? There's a chance there's nothing in one of them, or both.
I think we should go to the closest one nearby. Just in case, even if there's nothing there, we can at least say we're closer to the city.
Okay, let's get going then.
The outpost should just be up ahead.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so tired right now. What was that?
I don't know.
Run!
Quick, get inside. In here. Shit, this place has been picked through already.
Worry about that later. We need to hide.
In here.
What do we do?
You stay here. I'm gonna go take care of this.
Please be careful.
Shit, that was loud. Ada. 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 Hey, calm down. Calm down.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's go check it out.
What is that?
It's our new home.
that was Survive Together. So yeah, so what this project was basically was, it was more of like, I wanted to more focus on like some of my VFX skills, and that was basically what I wanted to do. So I kind of like came up with something sort of simple in the story. So let's see what we can talk about. So yeah, there's obviously some problems that I have with the film that I would love to go back and fix. Like just somehow things played out. Like for example, this scene right here where they're discussing about what they're gonna do and like what location are they gonna go to. They scout out some items and whatnot. Like this whole thing right here, I wish. Now, I don't know, for some reason, like, I wanted them to have their watch projected out into the thing so it's big enough for them to fully see it, but honestly, the problem is, it's like, it's kind of hard to see this during the day. I think what might be a little bit better was, it was like really kind of close up just to his watch, and not just like, kind of covering up like a big area of the forest or something like that. So like kind of like having it just tinker down into like just this area of his arm or whatnot. It would have been a whole lot better. So that's what I would go about fixing. Let's see here. Oh, and one thing I'll say about this scene here, this was this whole scene right here was filmed like almost next to a freeway, so the audio was definitely it was just bad. I think I have like some of the original stuff. Like here, this is like the first rough edit of the scene. So let's see here. And again, just like some rough edits here, whatnot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So if you can hear that little like noise thing right there, all that is coming from the freeway. So like, let's go to here. Like here, this is where it's really bad.
Alright, looks like we only have a couple miles left. Hopefully we can get there before they find us.
I hope so.
How's their supplies looking?
Let me check.
And yeah, basically what we had to do is went in and ADR the entire thing. So basically what it was, ADR is basically, you know, dubbing over the scene, like word for word and exactly at the right time. And that's what basically we did. So if I remember, I think this is, so this is like one of the audios from the scene. So like, yeah, let me go over one and find one that's, let's see here. Oh no, I think some of that's some. Alright, recording.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so basically kind of like that. Basically just timing it right at the scene stuff.
Let me find it. I hope so. I hope so.
So yeah, basically that, and basically just putting it over the other footage and basically like that. So that was basically that. Okay, so what's next? Let me pull back the final thing here. Here, let's see here. So yeah, yeah, I would like to rework a bit of like some of like the HUD design and whatnot. I mean, it was kind of cool back then when I was doing it, like when I was making it, but I don't know. I think the little graphic design could be a little bit better. Like, for example, like, I don't know, for this thing right here, like, this was supposed to be an indicator saying, like, oh, you're coming up on your location, yada, 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 and whatnot. But I don't know, I kind of like just saying, like, maybe just the blinking of the arrow saying, like, oh, blink, 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 you know, sort of like saying you're getting closer to your location or something like that. I don't know. This shot right here, like, when they do this and the robot dumbly just, like, runs into the leaves, what I would have done differently is because I think what I would have done, is have my actor, Philip, grab that whole branch thing, because from what I remember in that spot, you could grab onto that and, you know, kind of, like, pull it back. I think what would have been more cool was, like, if Philip just kind of, like, run and then grab the leaf stain and then pulled it back, and as soon as the drone, like, because the drone was almost at them, and so basically he quickly grabbed it and lets go, and it whacks against the drone and knocks it down. That would have been like a lot cooler. But I don't know, for this I kind of like made it dumbly just run into the leaves like it wasn't looking or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one thing I would change about that. Let's see here. So yeah, what I wanted to do with this is like well, I'm trying to think, because I think the one thing I wanted to talk about was this part or something like that. It's like some kind of survivor who got like who was killed by a drone earlier and had a weapon on him. I think it could have been a lot better if I added like some dust or like actually got like an actual life-size human skeleton. Actually, I think that's a Halloween prop. And basically, it's kind of like small, almost like a child. So it just looks like the child was killed. And I was like, God damn, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, let's see here. What's next? Oh yeah, a little trivia. I actually have this. I still have this weapon in my closet. I should go grab it real quick. Well, I'll go grab it in a sec. But basically, this was some kind of like Nerf gun that I bought on Easty that was like spray painted already with this paint job. Because I will say one thing is, I'm still kind of uncomfortable with like using like real life, like real guns that you can get. Like I'm fine with like using airsoft guns and whatnot, like for some, or like just like non-shooting guns for like film props or whatnot. But I don't know, like for films, like I don't know, I'm just sort of kind of uncomfortable because, I mean, I have some opinions on like guns and such whatnot, but so that's why I like, if I was gonna do some films and whatnot, I would choose to use non-realistic like weapons that are not been made, you know, so kind of like these Nerf guns or whatnot. What did I do? Let's see here. I don't know what I did, but let's see here. And yeah, I did my best to go in and replace. I forgot. I think in this shot right here, I forgot to like cover up that Nerf logo there. But in this previous shot where Philip's where this guy is Aiden, or the actor's name's Philip, looks down on it, I covered it up here, so you don't see any of that. You can see it here. There's like a little logo right there, but I think it was like there's the Nerf logo right there, but I kind of like did a clone tool and just like removed it. Hang on one sec. Okay, and here it is. So this is like that one of the actual props. This is the actual prop from the film. So it's a spray painted Nerf gun. I can't remember how much I got it off of it. I think it was like $50 or something like that. Because you get the gun and it's been spray painted and whatnot. So yeah. Some of the paint is kind of like weared down, as you can see, around the thing here. So, cock it back, and then shoot and whatnot. And there's like the clip magazines has also been spray painted. That's pretty cool. I will probably use this again, in some future films or stuff like that. But I don't know. It depends. Because I gotta wait until COVID-19 or this whole pandemic shit is over with. Because yeah, I mean, I have like some projects going on, like some ideas I wanted to do, but I've been haven't been able to do it because COVID and whatnot. Okay, back to this. Let's see here. What I would do different. I think for out to here, honestly, like as for the majority, like one of the big things I would change about that is basically that drone crashing scene right here, where the drone runs into a tree, the map thing, and just some other little things here and there that I would change about it. So because since we're kind of like, it's already been past an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. But yeah, so that was Survive Together, and it's actually a project that I've really loved doing. From directing to writing it to making it on set. And you know what? I think I have some on-set pictures that I can show you. So I'm going to switch this to here real quick. Let's see if we can find them, because I have them saved here. Shared with me. At least I hope they saved it. Let's see. Implementation project. No, not here. Well, I hope I have it, because I sure as hell thought I saved that thing. Here, let's see. Let me type this in. ST, no. Bear with me. Maybe it's on my other account. Maybe I accidentally went in here. Okay, let's see. Do. So, is this it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, cool. Nice, I found it. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's have a look at some behind the scene pictures. Okay, so basically this is the scene where my third actor, Bobby, was getting hit by the drone and whatnot. And again, very simple setup. Again, like basically just DSLR, very little production people on board. I just had one guy and the person who was taking pictures and also helped with some audio stuff too. And shout out to those people who helped out on the film. Let's see. So yeah, here getting on the ground and just going through all that shit. Let's see here. So yeah, this is the scene there where they're discussing the map and whatnot. And there's old me back in, when was this taken? Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I think I can details. Back in October 2018 or something like that. So yeah, been a long time. Oh yeah, fun fact. So that's actually a snake there. So that building, that warehouse or whatever that place is where they were trying to like get to get supplies. So yeah, that was like some old slaughterhouse that we were able to use for the film. And we really didn't check like a lot for like pests and whatnot. There was a hornet nest on like the location where they were hiding from the drone, so I had to go buy some bee wasp killer and get rid of that nest. And we also didn't know that there was a snake on like the very high end of the ceiling, so we kind of had to be a little precautious in case, like, if it came down. So yeah, and of course they took some pictures of the cast and whatnot, stuff like that. So yeah, more discussing about what's going on, yada yada yada, and all that such. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, and also, I don't know if you saw this, but if you watch back on the footage, let's see, yeah, right around here, there's a shadow moving right there, and that's basically that was one of the PAs who was doing the audio, which was this guy, which was awesome. Austin, yeah, sorry, yeah. So yeah, all of this was all this locations that we shot at. It was all on campus, so we didn't have to like go out and like ask around and like where could we shoot at, whatnot. I wanted to do it all on the campus, so yeah. So yeah, there's Philip there. Let's see here, more pictures and whatnot. So yeah, this is the ending shot where they end the film at, where they're basically. So yeah, this is what the original background looks like. It's like the shot of the campus at the school. And I don't know, it's kind of funny when we were talking about it. Like when I was like showing off the previews of like the rough edit, I think. Here, let me see if Here, let's see. Nope, that's the old one. Full for sound effects, maybe. Let's see here. Nope, I have an edit somewhere, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe this will work. And credits. Okay, yeah, so there's the original shot, which basically is just the campus of the place. And of course, as you see in the final ending, which is basically they're at the city and it's like it's been boarded up and protected basically. So that's like where they arrived at. So yeah, all of that was composited. That one, like, I wasn't really sure how that was gonna work out. But I know I wanted to do something with like I wanted to composite in like something that wasn't there before, like basically like the city and whatnot. I mean, it turned out alright. I could do some adjustments here and there with that later on or something like that, like if I wanted to go back to it. What? Oh yeah, back to the pictures. So yeah. So yeah, basically yeah, that's pretty much it for all the BTS stuff for like pictures and whatnot for Survive Together. So let's see. And yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and show this off. I'll show you guys off the original drone model. That was used in the film. Okay, so here's the original model. Let's see if the textures would load in. Anytime now. If it gets like a purple error or something like that, then oh really, it won't. Okay, cool. Just give it a bit. So yeah. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is the original drone that is in Survive Together, and all that such. Let's see, I think if I render it, I did some kind of emission test. Yeah, where I animated like the jet engines and whatnot, and basically it's some kind of like it's some kind of like color ramp texture thing. So if I move the position, it basically like I can adjust it to basically be very short or go super long way, you know, basically that. So yeah, that's the original drone. Now I guess I'll go ahead and show this off, which is something that I'm trying to work on right now. Don't save. And don't save that. I don't know why that was open. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this real quick. Let's see, documents. Drone 2E, I think that was it. Yeah, this is it. So this is oh, wrong one. Drone version 2, which, because again, I've been talking about this for a while with some of my friends here in North Carolina. I've been wanting to do a bigger, longer, like sort of sequel to the first film or something, or basically make another film based on the whole world around it, but like maybe with the same characters, but like some kind of different story or something like that. And that's my hope is that I want to do. But yeah, this is a drone version 2. A lot more details going into the work, and I replaced the jets with like propellers because I feel like it's more modern, because you know we have like you know, regular video drones that just use propellers instead of like jets and whatnot. So I figured that was a little bit more appropriate than just using just big jets thing, because these drones here, specifically these ones, what I originally thought these were going to be, they were basically sort of like consumer models or something like that, and like they would just like they're used for like any people to buy for like stuff like that, like delivery, you know, stuff like that, you know, like Amazon drones or stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, a little bit different about this. So let's see. Yeah, I have like sort of an eyeball here going on here. Like, let's see, moving up and down and whatnot. Like eyeball lids. Oh no, don't delete. It's the wrong one. So yeah, like lids and whatnot. Give it a little bit. I don't know, just to give it like a little quirky personality or something like that. And then there's like the propeller wings, which I'll probably go back and fix these. You know, they rotate and whatnot and all that such. Hatchet down here where it opens up just like the old one. I'm still like working out what I want the turret to be, or like its weapon that it has when it kills people or something like that. I'm still working out the kinks on that. Yeah, and all of this like texture painting and such like that, it's done with a substance painter, which I definitely learned a lot when I was in the program. Which has mainly been used for like video games and whatnot. So yeah, I actually thought it was pretty cool, and all that such. So yeah, that's the work in progress of version 2 of the drone. Again, I don't know when I'll do that project. Hopefully I will do someday. But okay, all right. So now let's go on to one more project that I will have a couple words about. So this project, I didn't really want to do like one project on my own, like kind of like with Survive Together. I kind of wanted to like focus on one task basically, or at least 2 or something like that, and then like have the other person focus on everything else. So with this project called Sanctuary, I worked with a guy named Alex. And I mean, they were pretty cool. They were pretty cool people to work with. But this project did have some problems that I still have with it. Basically in terms of story and whatnot. Because from what I remember, on my side, it was basically, when we turned in our original draft, our teacher kind of liked where it was going, but there was some changes that we needed to make to the plot, And I was suggesting a lot of ideas that sort of like makes the plot a little bit more sense. Like I feel like some of the stuff here in Sanctuary just didn't really make sense. So I went in, I gave some suggestions, and I helped rewrite a little bit of the outline, and especially the script and whatnot. So I did that, but for some reason or something like that, the other person I was working with, Alex, who was like the co-director of this project, he didn't go through with those changes, and he basically stuck to the original script that was written. So we just had to, I guess we just had to roll with it. So, and all that said, but basically what I want to talk about is this cool VFX shot that I got to do. So again, I wanted to do something that I wanted to like have some kind of object on the person's body or something like that, like maybe some kind of like weapon on their arm, and that's what we tried to do on this project. So I had this girl, Cecilia, I think that's the actor's name, but I can't remember the character's name. Here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the original. Let's see. I got the file here of the original, of the full final version of the project. Let's see here. Here it is. Now, this is not released on YouTube or anything anywhere else. So, this was like shared on Google Drives or whatnot. So yeah, flaming refrigerators. There's Blue Bear, Sanctuary. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of scrub through this stuff. So let's see here. So yeah.
I only saw 5 guards.
So.
Something isn't right.
So I think this was a scene that they needed to reshoot or something like that, and when they went and reshot it with the audio, I think it didn't really work out well, so they had to go and try and ADR it in post. But it came out very echoey and stuff like that.
Creed finally let his head get the best of him.
As you can hear. So.
Doubt it. Doesn't feel right.
We have to do this now.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to this scene. So yeah, this is a scene where, I don't know, the plot's very confusing, but basically what the idea was this, these two are like some kind of like superheroes, and they're going to try to find their friend that was kidnapped by this like super overlord guy named Creed, played by Bobby again. And so this was the guy that they kidnapped and whatnot. There was like a lot more that we shot in that scene, but we just like sort of cutted it. I don't know. I don't think I edited this scene. The only things I edited was basically the portal shot and whatnot, the VFX. Basically, VFX was my main job.
Well,
so.
I'm with you.
Good. Maybe if we can make it past these.
I don't know. Painless isn't really what we do.
Alright, let's just go ahead and skip here. So now, here they're at like this sort of location thing. Trying to go after their friend, so now they're gonna take out some guards and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, that's a little like sort of telekinesis effect here. Yeah. And yeah, I think we had to like use the same guys. We didn't have like a lot of extras on set, so we basically just used what we could. We only had like 3 extras to help with like as like henchmen or stuff like that. So like when we had to go different scenes like that, we had to change like a little bit of their clothes or whatnot. So yeah, another like energy glow VFX. Let's see here. Okay, and then there's this shot I had to do right here, where there was like a little. Well, I can't go frame by frame now, I don't think. Oh no, I can. So there's like this little knife that she froze or something like that, and like it's attached onto his shoulder. It's not like the best tracking, but yeah. Cut to here with him with like a knife on sort of stab. And now, here comes my favorite thing that I got to do about this project. So yeah, all of that thing was CG. And it was really cool to do, because like, this is something I've been wanting to figure out for a long time, was how like do people like do tracking stuff and put them on like people's arms or stuff like that. So I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna go look at let's see, I think it's in portfolio, I think. Yeah, demo reel. It shows like a before and after of like this thing. So yeah, as you can see, there's like I just basically just put tracking dots on her arm, and used all that tracking data and tracked it in Blender. And yeah, I had to like track some stuff in the background here because I need to get a camera track, and I had to get the object track, which basically is what you're going to be putting on the person or something like that. And so that's what I kind of did. And I did my best to like line it up with like the arm. Like there's like some shots it kind of looks weird or whatnot, but I mean, for what I've done, it was actually pretty cool, and I was like pretty happy about it. See, and this is like another shot later on and whatnot. So and whatnot, but here, let's continue a little bit in this. Let's see, go past here. So like the stab wound, she has like healing powers and stuff like that. So I had her heal this wound here. So that's a VFX composite. Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't involved with this scene in the shoot, so I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I just... Alright, and so now we're in like this scene where we were Creed and he's with like the guy that he kidnapped.
People don't need you like a fine wine. Easily.
And so like they're in like in this white room setting. Let's see here. Go back to that project. So yeah, all of this was done on like a green screen. Let's see here. I don't think I have the original footage. Let's see the effects renders. No. Green screen scene. Okay, I think this is it. So as you can see, all of this is like on green screen, and we basically wanted this to be in like a white room setting, so and all that such. So yeah, I mean, I did my best to like remove all the green screen stuff and put them in like a white room setting. Whatnot. My camera's about to go out of the battery. So yeah, and it takes them like through the portal and whatnot. So, and that was basically it. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but and then, and I don't know, I'm just like perusing through this stuff. I don't know, this is some like big bag monologue guy and whatnot and such like that, and they're fighting whatnot, but ultimately this other character that is with this actor dies, unfortunately. Let's see here, and I don't know, and eventually she like takes the knife that she had in the boot and just stabs him in the neck or stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but basically he somehow survived and she takes him off. And that's the end of the film. Again, there's like some bits there like I did enjoy doing, but again, with like this whole, and there goes the camera. Well, I mean, we're about to come up on the end of the stream, so oh no, it did. Okay, there we go. Sorry if there was like a little thing here. Well, if I go to this, I'll just switch to this real quick. Okay, it's not like, and you can't see me very well, but I mean, this is good for now, I guess. But yeah, ultimately, you know, it's just like, I don't know, like with that project, I would definitely go back and I would definitely rewrite that whole thing, because I don't know. I just wasn't the biggest. I wasn't the biggest fan of where was it going, and I kind of wish like the guy who I was working with kind of took it a little more seriously, because I don't know, because like after like doing that whole script writing, rewriting and whatnot, I don't know. You feel like he didn't sort of took it seriously anymore after that. Like I don't know. I mean that's just me saying of how I feel about it, but it is what it is, I guess. So, but ultimately in the end, I don't know. I got some good stuff out of it with the VFX and whatnot, but again, I wish that like we could have done a little bit more better on like the story and whatnot. But all right, well, we're coming up on about 4 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. So what am I gonna do in the future is probably what you might be asking. I do have like 2 projects in mind. I have one that's with the Survive Together sequel, or like sort of like rewritten like version of it or something like that. And there's like some kind of like magic VFX or stuff like that, kind of like maybe like a Harry Potter's like stuff like that. That I actually have the script done, but I need to go back through it, and I need to prepare some other stuff, and I'm gonna wait until this whole COVID-19 thing is over, because I just don't want to like film on set and we just have to do the social distancing and mask and whatnot. Like again, I'm not like against it, like I'm not like saying like I'm against mask, because I use mask all the time because I'm afraid to get COVID. And so is my family, because like my dad is literally working at a plant and they've been having a bunch of COVID cases, and whenever he comes over to visit, he's just like he has to like wear his mask, so because he's afraid that he might have it and he might spread it to us or something like that. But anyways, all that's aside to COVID and whatnot, but basically I'm just gonna wait until it's at least safe for us, or at least safe for the actors and whatnot to feel comfortable on set filming and not social distance and whatnot. But anyways, but yeah, hopefully when that's over, I'm really wanting to get back into film work, because again, I feel like I haven't done much film work at all since this whole COVID thing's been going on. I've only been like, the one thing I've really been focusing on was just doing my part-time job at working at Food Line and whatnot. But anyways, but yeah, I'm hoping to get back into the filming gig soon. I really want to get back out there and do some stuff, and finally find a full-time job where I'm able to do what I love. So, but anyways, that's gonna wrap up all of my film college work. I mean, there's still tons of stuff that I have, and there's like some stuff that it's on the channel in the link in the description if you want to go check it out. But I mean, for all the basic stuff, that's pretty much it for all the college stuff that I've done. But anyways, for all that was watching and sticking by, watching this whole thing and just watching all my film stuff, well, thanks for tuning by, and I don't know when the next stream will be. I don't know what we'll stream next. Maybe something fun or something new, or maybe like something that will come out soon or something like that, and we'll stream it. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.